Oh, did you see everybody? ABBA are going on tour. Okay. ABBA are going on a virtual tour with holograms. Did you see that, everybody? ABBA had a big announcement today. They've got motion capture suits. They're going to be doing a kind of performance, and then that goes into the computer. And then they've got 3D models that are basically, and they're going to be holograms. It's not a hologram. Alex, I fucking know, mate. I'm about the only cunt on this planet who knows the difference between a hologram and not a fucking hologram. A fucking hologram. Honestly, really, honestly, there will be people on this planet here saying, oh, we're going to the ABBA thing. It's like the holograms. They're holograms. We're going to it, so it's like holograms. It's like they're right there in front of you. They're holograms. Even though what it actually is a 2D, two-dimensional image that is reflected or projected onto a semi-transparent fucking surface. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It is no more a hologram than you looking at your living room window and simultaneously seeing your own reflection and being able to see outside at the same time. That is not a fucking hologram. Oh look, I'm floating there in front of me as a hologram as I look out the living room window. Except, see that? That's actually better than the ABBA thing, because you actually can sort of see with two eyes a 3D version of yourself. Turns out it is despicable. This is a 2D image reflected. It's like a fucking... here we go, look at this everybody. It's called Pepper's Ghost. It's called Pepper's Ghost. It basically works like a fucking auto cue. It basically works like an auto cue. It's shite. So see if you're doing the front row looking up. You know, if they do it like that, it will look fucking weird and distorted. See if you're at the side looking across, it'll look weird and distorted. It's not a fucking hologram. You don't go to the side of fucking Beyond and you see him for the side. It's all fucking shite. Was Tupac a hologram? No. The technology just does not fucking exist. You know, kind of Star Wars, and there's the character kind of standing there and then different people standing around see for different points of view. It doesn't exist. But I saw something where there's somebody did this thing with Steam and like, just, it doesn't exist, just leave it. There will be people going, oh, we're going to that ABBA thing, it's holograms. And honestly, this is what they'll think, everybody. They will go to this fucking ABBA thing. They will call it a hologram. They will see it, see that it isn't, you can't see around this fucking thing. They will know in their mind it is shite, right? They will know in their mind it's shite. And yet they will tell themselves, it's amazing what you can do. Look at that, it's a hologram. It's amazing. They will simultaneously know it's shite and not know it's shite. There you go, that's it, everybody. That's that. That's that. I did it. I completed it. I did it. I did it. Turn off the lights on your way out, would you? Look at the fucking cheek. Roseanne the voice thinks to 20 bits. What weighs more? a gram of feathers or a hologram of feathers. My part is getting batter watching you. Nay. Right, it's better no batter. And it's not ways, it's not W-A-Y-S, it's fucking W-E-I-G-H fucking S. Right, Scallion. Thanks for the sub. These people. In fact, let's fucking see it. Let's see it. ABBA hologram. Right. Revolutionary concert. Oh, fuck. Right off. This is it here. This is what it will be here. Cressup. I don't know if Cressup's there, but Cressup actually went to this. Yeah. Look at the fucking... Is that meant to be them? That's a kind of fun thing though. That's a wee bit of fun. That's a bit of fun. Revolutionary. That's what I look like, man. That's me. That's me there. The feet don't touch the ground. It's just a disaster. Wraith the Rock, thanks for sub. Think Corden will ever shake his rat cock around again? Not for a good while, not for a good few months. I missed bits of 25 minutes ago. Harry, thanks for the bits. Willing Spade. Not so smoky. Ephraim Winslow. Chris, who was it again? Hold on. Melodramadi says you missed their bits 25 minutes ago. Did you go to boy North Hollywood Monkey Tango Gym? No. Right, no, that's a smoky. Oh, sorry. 420 Brian Man, and I think you should get hair plugs to like Hulk Hogan. Once again, Chris Abet, thank you very much for drawing my attention to an offensive remark. To you who said that, you fucked it up. You mean to look like Hulk Hogan, not like. Your brain is like Hulk Hogan's, old and fucked with steroids. That fancy chap, thanks for the sub. Harry, thanks for 200 bits. Borky did win. Right, here we go. Yeah, get on, mate. Get on, mate.
I still have faith in you.
Look at that. He's managed to retain that hair colour. And a full head of hair, look at that, man.
I knew when Benny played the melody,
Haha. Benny doesn't give a fuck, man, look. Benny doesn't give a fuck, man. Benny's au natural, he's not getting stupid fucking hair transplants and fucking dyeing his fucking hair and dyeing his fucking beard. Alright.
I just knew it had to be about us.
Boring. It had to be about us, oh no. When we were younger, but now that we are older, and I say, the music, that's what it will be like. The video is very quiet because it's copyrighted music. Not this bit, obviously. How much money did they fucking want, man?
It's inconceivable to be where we...
I thought that was Agneta, but it's Anna, what's her name? Is it Anna Fried? What's her name? Anfried. Is it Anna Fried? Annie? Anna Frid? Right.
are. No imagination could dream up that. To release...
Look at this fucking full heat of hair all dark and all that, man. Let it fucking go, mate. What's the point in getting that when you've got that? What's the point in getting that when you've got that underneath it? It looks like you've lost touch with fucking reality. It's like when I come on and go like, oh, sorry about my hair. What do you mean sorry about your fucking hair? What hair? What do you mean? What about that? What about all that? Oh, sorry about my hair. I've said before, but I feel like the fucking elephant man when I say that. Oh, do I look nice? Like that? Luna, thanks for 200 bits. Young, the fancy chap, thanks for subs. I'm doing very well. The poor Limmy doesn't know. He goes like, oh, sorry I've not got enough stuff in my hair. Have you seen your fucking face?
Ask them well.
Imagination could dream up that. Others
Right.
company. Who had...
Age shaming at its worst. Well, I fucking learnt it for yous, didn't I? I learnt it for the ageism. If I hit it with any ageism, I learnt it for the fucking best yous. Lena, thanks to 200 bits. Thank you for the music. Thank you very fucking much.
has experienced that? Nobody.
Right.
People have often talked about whether you can create either people who have lived in the past or people when they were younger, and we actually create ABBA in their prime. 1970.
ABBA in their prime. Imagine fucking saying that to them. Imagine saying that to them, man. So we've managed to create you in your prime as opposed to now, which is past your prime. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, but you know what I mean? No, I'm only kidding. We know what you mean. We know what you mean. But that was, the way you worded that, was that really necessary? Kaseji, thanks for the 500 bits.
Total loyalty. Who has experienced that? Nobody.
Right, here we go then. La 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 la.
Talked about whether you can create either people who have lived in the past or people when they were younger, and we actually create ABBA in their prime. 1979, we are creating them as digital characters.
Right. People have often wondered, can you create people who have lived in the past? We're actually doing that. No, you're no. No, you're no. You're creating a 3D model, and this has been done in games for a very, very long time. People have often wondered, is it possible to... We've managed to do it. We've managed to do it. It's never been done before. We've managed to create a 3D representation of somebody. About the last 40 years of gaming.
We will then be using performance capture techniques to animate them and perform them and make them look perfectly real. And that started, first of all, with the present-day ABBAs. We did some performance capture on them, and that's formed the basis for the whole of the project, the backbone.
So, why are you doing present day motion capture. Ugh. Why the fuck are you doing present day motion capture with old people? Like, why are they doing the movements for their younger selves? When you get to that age, fuck, when you get to my fucking age, never mind their age, your body's all stiff as fuck. Speed them up, and if you sped it up, they would just be kind of hobbling, but faster. Your body's fucked. Your middle, your torso sort of becomes all, like, it pads out, the muscles all just go. You've not got the kind of slimness required to sort of walk in a certain way, move in a certain way. You've not got the same strength in your legs and things like that, so you end up sort of like your feet. And this is what I do when I've no went out for a fucking walk for ages. I get all a bit kind of stiff, and you end up, when you walk, you end up taking kind of grander fucking steps. You know, like, imagine you're sort of lifting something, trying to kind of get it around something else. You're kind of like that. Because you're like, you're no practiced on putting the balance on your leg and things like that. Everything becomes stiffer. Like, if you were to turn around, it's harder to kind of have your 2 feet on the ground, your hips forward, but bend your body that way. You end up going like that, you know, the whole thing, the neck, and, you know, like that. Why the fuck are they? We're wanting to do ABBA in their prime. So we've got, what age are they? 70s? 70s? Mid-70s. You're getting people in their mid-70s. At least. To do the body movements of them when they were in, I'm assuming, their 20s. What were they thinking? Did nobody bring it up? Did nobody want to offend them? We're thinking maybe so we could get people to do the movements. So we'd take your likeness from back then in your prime, if you don't mind me saying, and we'd also get people of that age to do the movements and things. But why? What? If you're not capturing their faces because they're older now, and you're also not capturing their movements, then really what are we doing? Well, you're doing the music. I know, but what's the point of this if we're not? You look. Right, we'll do it then. We'll do it. Mankey says ageist shite. And it's because of Mankey there saying ageist shite that this has gone ahead. Somebody probably wanted to say, listen, although there wasn't a ton of dancing ABBA did, there'd be kind of like, you know, certain movements and things like that you would want to get a 20-something body motion captured for a 20-something character. Because the body changes how it moves. The stiffness, I'm talking as a 46-year-old. And then somebody like Mankey said, I say just... And see, because of you, Mankey, you're going to get the appearance of ABBA in their fucking 20s doing like gimme or something, right? And up in this stupid non-hologram, and they're going to be like that, like gimme, oh man, oh damn it. They're going to be a laughing stock. There's going to be like a bit where imagine part of the routine, they've got to sort of, imagine sort of like lean there, bend there, and sort of like, I don't know, do something like that. Imagine us a wee bit. They've got to kind of go like that, do something. And they'll be like that. You just, I'm telling you as a 46-year-old, I feel it. You're stiff. You're stiff. The body fucks up. I don't know if you know, but you die. You die. Beth, thanks to £3. My younger sister Erin's due any time now, her first baby in Words of Wisdom. Erin, you take time for yourself, right? Bumscud and King thinks the subs. Wyatt thinks the £3. Let's be honest, ABBA should have zero involvement, shouldn't even have their own voices on it. Well, it's a new album. Sawboss and Young thanks the subs. There's some disturbing noises going on outside my flat. Take care. It's probably Fox. That was quite good, that, didn't it? Blurry there, though. Don't know why it's blurry at the eyebrow. Because it isn't blurry back there. And it is the too blurry at the nose. Or maybe it's a light movement.
Seeing them as digital characters.
It's quite good.
That we will then be using performance capture techniques to animate them and perform them and make them look perfectly real. And that started first of all with the present day ABBAs. We did some performance capture on them, and that's formed the basis of the whole of
I don't. This doesn't make sense. Oh, it's fine. I was wondering if they're performance capturing the face. But that's another thing. Like, imagine if you got the wee dots, you know, the wee dots on the face. If you took my face as it is right now, or at least my face when I'm in my 70s, right? And my, you know, that'll be hanging down there. That'll be hanging down there. That'll be hanging down there. And you put the dots there. And then you smile. It won't go with me in my 20s. You can retarget it. How about no doing it? Shane and Eddie. Jimmy thinks the subs and bits. I'm 31 looking for tips to age gracefully. Oh, I've no aged gracefully. I just don't know what to do with myself. I just don't know what to do with myself.
the project, the backbone.
Right. Wait. What's that? What's that? What's this? Who's that? Who's this? Who's that? What's this? Who's she? So they are getting somebody. So why would it? Did they dress them up in the motion capture suits and not actually capture them, just to make them feel good? And this is really who they're doing it with. Do you think they just did that just to go like, we're using you, this is really exciting. Mr. 4978 Hesham thinks the subs and bits. Thank you very much. That's good. That's good, that. Let's see. That's shite. That there shite. Look at the face there. That's shite. But that I think that's kind of low detail maybe. That's maybe low detail. That's good. Is that real? By the way, who is that? Who is that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? So this is this. Oh, so they are getting a young person's face. Maybe. That's good. That look at that. Do you think an animator is copying what they see for this video above? Because there's no dots. There's no dots. Do you know what I mean? That's very good, that. That's almost better than that fucking pish that was in Star Wars. You think it's automatic? This is terribly ageist. Fire girl. Have you seen what I have to put up with here? Are you talking about what they're saying about Fire Girl? Are you talking about what they are saying about me? Are you talking about what my chat are saying about me? Both. Thank you very much. Now, me first. I deserve the sympathy first. Once we sort out the ageism against me problem, then we deal with the ageism against ABBA. Me first, because I'm a real person. That was really good, that. Really good. Look at the hair. I bet this is a fucking close-up. That there's very good. That is exactly her face. That is exactly her face. Look at that. They normally get it quite right. See just the wee lines there, and they normally get it quite right. And then they've got this fucking carry on look.
Frida, Benny and Bjorn got on a stage in front of 160 cameras and almost as many VFX geniuses. And they performed every song in this show.
Alright, hold on then.
Geniuses. And they performed every song in this show to perfection over 5 weeks.
Look at the amount of fucking... What's this?
Capturing every mannerism.
Who's that? Is that Benny?
Every emotion over 5 weeks. Capturing every...
Is that Benny? I just realised... No. Is that Benny with a beard? Is this what he looks like without a fucking beard? He just looks like a pure... You would not recognise him, wouldn't you know? Young Mac thinks the 300 bits. Cyber Rabbit's amazing. Sentius, thanks for the sub.
Aneurysm. Every emotion.
Look at that, that's amazing. That's is that automatic then? That's automatic. Do you know, I don't know why I'm being so amazed with the fucking shit you can get with FaceApp. Do you know what I mean? The sort of stuff that fucking FaceApp can do in 2 seconds flat. On your phone. This is more than your phone. Get that, just make it that. Just make it a floating head.
So that becomes the great magic of this endeavor, that when you see that
Look at that. That's identical. That's identical. That's identical. You know, this here, they must have taken a few pictures and things like that. You know, see that wee blemish there? These wee blemishes. Few lines up here. That kind of eye socket bit there. That there, see that? See the bumps of the skin or the tiny wee, whatever you would call them. That there, look at that there.
Not a version of, or a copy of, or for people pretending to be ABBA. It is actually them.
What?
But you just showed me somebody walking. You showed me somebody walking. You showed me a model. Brownie, thanks for 200 bits. I'm getting myself some tickets. That is amazing. The holograms. Big Stevie, thanks for coming back to the muck. Teco, thanks for the sub. Not much difference between this and the Dancing Baby from 1996, aye. It's amazing what they can do with the computers these days. Colour Italian. Thanks for the sub. Stop showing us this far away shite. Show me the close up.
What you're gonna see when you come to this show is us.
Ah, look at that. Wait a minute.
It's us. You come to this show.
Wait a minute.
It's us.
Wait a minute. Look at the face there though, look. Look at that smile. Look at his bright white teeth here. Look at this. There you go. So see everything I said before? That's that out the window. It's fucking Barry Gibb. It's fucking Barry Gibb for the Bee Gees. That's not her face when she smiles. That's not what she looks like. That is not... That smells like a Cher smile. That is not what she looks like. I mean, look at that. Who the fuck is that? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Barry fucking Gibb.
Show is us.
We're going to have
Right.
4 of ILM's global studios
Sorry, who's that?
working on the project. So the team size, 4 of ILM's global studios.
I'm sorry. Who's this? Who's this behind this keyboard? Sorry, who's that with the guitar? I'm sorry. It's just you said that we'd be coming to see you. I can clearly see that these people here are not ABBA. Who are they? Who are they? You said 2 seconds ago you're actually going to be coming to see us in this sort of CGI form. Who's this? John. It's the Uncanny Valley. No, it's no. I think that's just a myth, that, by the way. This Uncanny Valley shite. Oh, it's that weird feeling you get when it's kind of like so realistic it sort of freaks you out, or it's not quite realistic, or whatever it is. I have never felt that. All I felt is this. Oh, that's really good, that. I think it's a myth. I don't think anybody's ever felt it. And see if you feel that, see if you think you felt it, you've no. You're lying to yourself. Chaz says full of shite, Limmy. Who? You? There you go. That's your fucking tilt.
Working on the project. So the team size, it'll certainly be somewhere between 500 and 1,000 artists around the world.
All around the world, everybody. Can you believe that? We can actually connect people up using the internet. Willoughby, thanks for the sub. On the Vancouver time zone, hello there. Hello, Canada. The uncanny valley is real, it's not a weird feeling, it's just thinking the CGI looks shite. 10:30, what is... Right, hold on. Uncanny valley. The uncanny valley is a hypothesized relation between an object's degree of resemblance to a human being and the emotional response to the object. The concept suggests that humanoid objects that imperfectly resemble actual human beings provoke uncanny or strangely familiar feelings of eeriness and revulsion. The valley denotes a dip in the human observer's affinity for the replica, a relation that otherwise increases with the replica's human likeness. Examples? Let me go here before there's a fucking... This. Huffy, what Huffy, would it be in CGI, would it? That's not how it's used in Huffy Polar Express. That's still that, wouldn't it be that? That Polar Express girl is scary. It's funny when he's just looking at him. She's just looking at him at the start. He's like that. And he's like... She's like that. Bobby Swinger thinks the tune a bits. Your hairline is an uncanny valley. Do you want me to put an uncanny valley in your fucking face, mate? That's a Glasgow term for smiling. Savage thinks the tune a bits. Boston Dynamics Do You Love Me video in terms of movement. Robot stuff. To put an uncanny valley in somebody's face in Glasgow means to make them smile, because it's like a valley, isn't it? Smiling. North East Southerner thinks it's 2 bits. I'm turning 30 next week. Is it beginning or end? No. My most successful years were in my 30s. If that's what you care about. I'm still not clear about it, everybody. I'm still not clear. Right. There you go. Right. Like I don't quite know. I don't quite know. Right, where are we?
Between 500 and 1,000
Look.
artists around the world.
Look at the amount of fucking dough. The amount of money getting poured into this, man. And I'm going to tell you something right now, by the way. See this? This will be a fucking flop. Visions in blue. Some crazy guy thinks of the subs. This will be a flop. I mean, imagine it. Imagine you're all like, I don't know, at the fucking Armadillo, and you're all stoning up, dancing away to ABBA, looking at a fucking screen, basically. You'd be like, you know, that would be a kind of uncanny valley. You'd be dancing away, and it would hit you. What the fuck am I doing? You'd be like, what the fuck am I doing? Young Mac thinks the 2 bits. Michael Gove is an uncanny valley. I referred you to the comments I made some moments ago. Iconoclast. Dr. Woodson, Scribbio, thanks for the subs. Regarding, I would make Michael Gove smile if he came to Glasgow.
We were in London 3 years ago. I said to Bjorn, do you think it's very clever if we try to tour this thing? Because it's technically...
Stop, what?
We were in London 3 years ago. I said to Bjorn, do you think it's very clever if we try to tour this?
Is this?
London 3 years ago. I said to Bjorn...
This is being jump cutted, by the way. This is being jump cutted. Because he takes fucking ages to speak, I'm assuming, because he's old. I said to Bjorn, do you think would be able to tour with us? And look at how he jumps.
We were in London 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I said to Bjorn, do you think it's very clever if we try to tour this thing? Because
YouTube editing, just like that, fucking cut.
it's technically immensely complicated.
The flop.
It's the screens, the sound, all the lights.
Wait a minute, let's see that.
Complicated. It's the screen.
What a disaster. I mean, look at this. So this is the kind of... That's not gonna fucking work. That's not gonna work. So you'll have these people down here, right? Who probably got like the best angle to look at this, right? And up here, right? It would just look like a fucking projection. See these cunts at the side? It'll look like watching a telly for like almost fucking 90 degrees. It'll look like watching a telly for like the side. Have you ever been into a shop? Have you ever been into like fucking John Lewis up at town or something like that, and you've went, here, look how thin that telly is, and you've walked to the side of it? It'll look like what the telly looks like when you're checking out how thin it is. Luna, thanks for the 400 bits. Uncanny Valley is why Pixar never try to do human faces, instead do cartoony, because otherwise it looks weird. And you'd never be able to achieve it either. Egg Welder, thanks for 200 bits. I'm coming to you live from Glasgow here in Scotland. Frankie's ill. And Scribbio, Iconoclast, thanks for the subs.
The sound, all the lights. So I say, why don't we...
Well done.
It's the screens, the sound.
See, when I hear this accent, I just think Midsummer now. Oh, sorry, Midsummer. Come. Welcome.
Immensely complicated. It's the screens, the sound.
I just expect them to go, you know that wee thing, that wee sound at the end. That.
All the lights. So I say, why don't we do it here? Well, there's no arena, we said. And I said, well, we can build one. London is the town.
Was that, is that the fucking O2 there?
London is
No, it is is that the, that's something else, isn't it?
town.
The challenge has always been merging the digital with the physical. Make digital
La.
come into the physical world, and for the boundary
La.
between those two worlds to disappear. Our director, Bailey Walsh, had to...
Dunlop thinks the sub. Limmy Shops and John Lewis caught out. See, when you go into Buchanan Galleries, for any reason, you walk into John Lewis, you have a look at the tellies. El Semino, thanks for the subs. Thanks for the gift subs, thank you very much.
crack that code, and as simple as it sounds, but he did...
I've been looking in John Lewis since I was like fucking primary school, going up to town myself, when John Lewis was down at Argyle Street. Looking at the computers, looking at the tellies and the computers and that.
It would light.
like I'd go up to town by myself and just have a wee wander about, and I would look at the. I remember it. They had like the kind of, they had a computer and it had the spheres going around on a sort of checkered floor like that. Oh, look at that, man! Look at that! Look at the reflections. That was like 1986 or something.
Light is the connector. Light and audio and this environment
Bollocks, man.
is going to be a unique space to be in.
Space.
It's neither digital nor physical.
Neither digital nor physical. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Neither digital nor physical. It's fucking... You're wrong on both counts. It is digital and physical. You're wrong on both counts. It's the exact opposite of what you just said.
Space to be in, which is neither digital nor physical.
It is the exact opposite. It is physical. It's fucking there. And it's like digital. It's like, you know, like digital information being fucking punted out for computers to broadcasting on it. What? Def the Mum, Woggy. Thanks for the subs. And if you want to get really technical, it's all physical. Look at this. La 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 la. Oh, we're getting a kind of like craft work. We're getting a kind of craft work. ABBA. I can't go that high. Absolute fucking shite, man. Absolute unadulterated shite. Unadulterated meaning.
Unadulterated.
Especially of food or drink having no inferior added substances. Alright, not mixed or diluted with any different or extra elements. Right? Almost sounds like it should be undiluted. It's like somebody got the word wrong. Just pure shite. Unadulterated shite. There will be people going to that thing who will think it's shite and they will not know it's shite. They will go there and they will think they're looking at holograms. In fact, I bet you they go away and tell people who ask, so is that a hologram? Aye. And they'll mean it. They'll mean it. So, like, you can kind of like see them. It's like they're there. Aye. Like, can you like kind of see around them and all that? Because I've heard about. I remember. I don't know about all this stuff, but somebody said that it's you can't kind of see around them. And these people these clowns that will actually pay like 50 quid a fucking ticket to go and see this shite. 200 quid a head. They will actually have a false memory of being able to see, like, all the angles. There will be some people who will be viewing this from the side. There's fucking Bjorn. It'll be like that angle. They'll be seeing. Except it's fucking 2D. Facing towards you. And they will think that they're actually seeing that for the side. They'll tell themselves. And I'm telling you, and I've said this before, these cunts are allowed to vote. They're allowed to decide the the future of your country that you live in right now. They're allowed to decide whether or no the NHS should be fucking defunded. These people can decide if the NHS should be handed over to the Tories' fucking pals. We need to make a move right now to remove the power of the vote. Elko, Tidy Cash, thanks for the subs and bits. I think the best way to do it is any cunt who goes to this ABBA thing, they're not allowed to vote. That's it. You've got to make your choice, ABBA or vote. Dumbarella, Tidy Cash thinks the subs and bits. John Lewis is good to staff for other shareholders. It's basically a quote. And a prize match. Did they prize match? I've had a prize match in there. I like the wee cafe in John Lewis. You can just sort of sit there looking at Buchanan Street and Sucky Hall Street. And it's sort of older people there as well. Nice wee bit to get away from it all. Class traitor. Grant, it's not about class. See if you've got working class people, or lower working class people, or middle class people, or upper class people, I don't give a fuck what class they're for, and they're like theoretically, let's say, voting to, imagine, defund the NHS and say the BBC or whatever, but we could fucking argue about that. Let's just stick with NHS. I don't give a fuck if I also came for that class or no, they can go and fuck themselves. Whoever steps foot in this stadium, any of these stadiums, to go and see this ABBA shite, somehow, let's just leave it there. Let's just leave it there, because I'm starting to mean it. I was joking, but I'm starting to mean it now, so I'm just going to leave it there. I'm starting to mean it. Tickets start at 21 quid. I'm happy to pay more than that. Must be some way to distract him on the day of the general election. You know, so nobody's taking away their vote. And you're not doing any fucking horrible shit while like making big queues or something like that. Just putting some misinformation out there. Like, oh, did you hear that, you know how they got, like, you know how they had the ABBA holograms? You can also vote. The telly on the day will record your vote. You know, so if you just say to the telly at any point during the day, I wish to vote for the Conservative Party, it'll record that and that'll get beamed to the ballot box. And they'll believe it. Cannibal Kate, thank you very much for the resub. The Morella, thanks for the sub. Okay, I'm only joking. I'm joking about being against democracy. It's these people who are actually against democracy. It's these people who are the biggest threat to it. So they should be, actually, there you go, they should be denied the vote for posing a threat and being against democracy. If you're against democracy, then you should not be able to participate in democracy. How are they against it? Because they vote in a pure shite manner without thinking. And that is against the spirit of democracy. I've done it. We've got it, everybody. We've got it. I've done it. This button ironically says vape. If you voted to demolish this nation by leaving the EU and making all the prices go up and fucking everything up. You should be denied the vote. What, is this the fucking new thing I'm going to get in the papers with? Am I going to get in the papers with this? Like the Edinburgh thing? I'm just joking, everybody. It's a joke, it's a laugh. Remember, people used to joke about things, remember? I'm a professional satirist. I'm a professional satirist. It's called satire. Do you aware? You don't stop being one. Walls, you don't stop being a satirist. It's called satire.